Well, the last few months of the project have been an absolute blur. We've gone from a shell, a building site, to a completely open and revolutionised museum. The designers and the shop fitters really came on site two and a half months before opening date, which is August the 1st. And they started to build, which is perhaps the most exciting time because you start to see things appear from the plan in 3 dimensions. Colour starts to come in, exciting pictures and graphics. And at the last minute, the objects start to appear. Now, some of them we had to put in a bit earlier. So in the central hall, there's a very large inscription, weighs about 400 kilos and is 4 meters above ground level. That took a bit of doing to get up there. But everything was in on time, ready for opening. We had a VIP preview 3 days before we opened to the public. Thought we'd launch it all on the people who matter first of all to get their impressions and their views. 177 of the great and the good from York and the country came. Opened by Bonnie Greer, who's Deputy Chairman of the British Museum, and Roy Clare, who's Chairman of the Museums and Libraries and Archives Council. To great success, lots of plaudits, people thoroughly enjoyed it. What we've got though now to offer to the public are 5 galleries, 5 main offers. We've got a Roman gallery which we're standing in. We've got a medieval gallery downstairs in the ruins which show our medieval objects off absolutely superbly. We have for the first time a natural history gallery dedicated to extinctions. So from dinosaurs to dodos, all the way through moas and beetles and lions. You can come and see them all. The Tempest Anderson Hall, 300-seater lecture room, is now being given over to a film, The History of York. Last 8 minutes, whole 2,000 years of York's history crammed into 8 minutes. Very spectacular. And lastly, our learning level, the upper floor of the museum, which is a library, 42,000 books, a reading room, plush carpets, nice soft seats, take the weight off your feet, have a different pace, and 2 learning rooms which are open to the public to have a go at making a mosaic, making a skeleton, drawing pictures, seeing what the formal education the school groups do. So the public arrived. We had a special golden ticket day just for the local residents. 2,500 people queued to get into the Yorkshire Museum. Never been heard of before. We were all there in our t-shirts welcoming people in, and we opened to the public on the 1st. And since then, the visitor numbers have been phenomenal. We've had more people in the 6 to 8 weeks we've been open than the whole of last year before we closed. And 99% of people think we've done a brilliant job. They really appreciate it, really like it. There's something for everybody, whether you're a 4-year-old or an 80-year-old. The press have been superb in supporting us, as have the local hotels, the local tourism industry. So far, we really hope that what we've achieved really builds on the 180 years of history the museum has, and we've been able to show the collections that York has in a really different way, really exciting. And so far, the real successes have been being able to show off the plesiosaur and pliosaur, these 2 great 8-meter-long marine reptiles that lived in the dinosaur period, to their full dramatic content. The first ever dodo brought back, the world's most complete moa skeleton, Roman people, really giving you a sense of who they were. We've commissioned actors to rebuild and recreate their stories, and showing off some of the medieval remains and medieval objects that have never been seen before downstairs in the ruins of St Mary's Abbey. So we think we've achieved quite a lot in this project. For £2 million and 9 months closure, we think we've completely and utterly revolutionised the Yorkshire Museum.